because it can be really easy to skip a week or two at the gym and then never go back because you forgot your why or you didn't have one. You just think to yourself, well, I need to go to the gym, it's important for my health, and you just leave it at that. You have to have something more specific because most people really don't give a crap about their health. You know, when you guys ask me to get out of my room a little bit and film somewhere else, you should understand that what that means is that we're going to have some background ambient noise. I don't know if the mic's picking it up or not, but like there's people like mowing their stuff back over there, and you know, I have like light streaming right in my face. I have to wear sunglasses, otherwise I can't really see very well. So I hope you guys really appreciate the effort that I'm going into here just to try to make the scenery at least a little bit interesting. This terrible camera angle, pretty poor lighting, not great sound quality. If this is what you guys wanted, here it is. So I want to talk about how to stick with things. We have a theme on the channel in the past for me making a statement saying that I'm back or that I'm going to be focusing more on the channel and uploading more consistently. And then what had inevitably happened was, for one reason or another, I would fall off. Either I would get too busy with work, I would have a relationship that required more attention from me, whatever it might be, maybe school. I would end up letting YouTube fall to the background because, you know, I don't make money for doing this. I do this for fun. It's a hobby, and therefore it will have less intrinsic value to me than having a real-world relationship or having a career and all of those other things. That being said, it's important for we as individuals to go further than just the bare necessities and to really focus on, you know, what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to enjoy our lives? And you have to look outside of just the standard getting a job and having a family in order to do that, at least in my opinion. Now, let's take a New Year's resolution, for example, that most people do, which would just be, hey, I want to go to the gym more. And maybe they're like, yeah, I want to go to the gym 3 times, 4 times a week. I want to go to the gym every single day. And what happens is, at least at first, they do a pretty good job at it. You know, they're going to the gym, they got the membership, they're showing up, they're doing their stuff, and they get something called newbie gains, where basically in the first like few months of you doing your workouts, you're going to get a lot of results really quickly, and then you eventually plateau, you have to push past that, etc. I'll have another video about that probably at some point. But eventually they get demotivated. Maybe they're too tired one day and they skip their designated day to go to the gym. And then they think to themselves, well, I missed that day, I'll just skip the week and go back next week. And then they end up missing that week because they have a big project coming up they have to work on. And then all of a sudden there's a birthday going on, and oh no, you ate too much the night before, you drank too much the night before, you don't really feel very good, or you got sick, or whatever it might be. You justify not going to the gym and you let it go. You don't really worry about it. In my case, it was, oh, well, I'll post more videos, I'll have a backlog, and then I burn through the backlog, and all of a sudden, I don't have any videos saved up. I got too busy, and I just let the upload slide. Since I've started this year, in 2021, I haven't missed a day. There was one day where I uploaded like an hour later than I was supposed to, but I made up for it. And there's been a few days recently where I'm like right on the line, but I still get the job done. I account for how much time I'll have, and I make sure that I don't miss an upload day. On days where I can't bulk upload or bulk record, I will force myself to record if I have to. I'm not going to make an excuse that I'm not motivated to record in order to make a video. I think that would be a lame excuse at this point. I'm already getting close to 2.5 months deep into this project, and I think it'd be a waste now to quit whenever I still have another 10 months to go, because I don't have to start back from zero again. So, that being said, how do you not fall off to the wayside? How do you stay motivated during the times whenever you really don't want to get up and keep fighting? So the fact of the matter is, you have to look at what you value. I'm the kind of person who values the creative process and having a body of work that I can look back on and be proud of. I've looked through my old YouTube videos before, and I really enjoy watching those older videos, just kind of seeing where I've progressed since then. And in order to be able to do that consistently, I have to upload consistently. I have to be able to have a consistent body of work so I can look at the first day of this year and the last day of this year and really see how much I've really progressed. And it lets me evaluate how creative I've become and how much better I've become at it. Because my first video and last video are the exact same format, same structure, same me, same equipment, same content, everything, then I haven't done anything here. I've just wasted a year of my life trying to create something interesting. Or I can try being adventurous, like with the running video that I did recently, where sure, it wasn't the highest quality video, and no, it wasn't even that long, but it was a really interesting creative project that I would never have done if I wasn't uploading daily and searching for some kind of content that I can put up on a daily basis. Because back in the past, I could upload 1 or 2 videos a week of me sitting in my room talking about some random topic, and that would be enough for me. But because I'm being pushed past my normal boundaries of how often I need to or want to record, I have to do things like going out and recording in broad daylight with people walking in the background and staring at me as I'm recording. And by the way, I'm doing the Casey Neistat thing where I'm using sunglasses so I can look at myself instead of looking at the camera, because I just think it's a little bit easier, but you know, whatever. And it's really hard to push myself past those boundaries. But if I didn't do things like this and I was just sitting in my room for every single video, people would get bored and people wouldn't really want to watch the videos that I'm making. And what would be really the point of screaming to a void if nobody screams back to me, right? So I find the motivation of getting feedback and being able to have a body of work that I can see. For people going to the gym, their motivation is losing weight or gaining muscle or being able to lift their ideal weights. But you have to remember the why from whenever you first started going into those projects to keep yourself motivated, because it can be really easy to skip a week or two at the gym and then never go back because you forgot your why or you didn't have one. You just think to yourself, well, I need to go to the gym, it's important for my health, and you just leave it at that. You have to have something more specific, because most people really don't give a crap about their health. They eat and drink crappy stuff, they don't go to the gym, they don't exercise, they don't take care of themselves. So you have to have a really solid reason and understanding for why you're doing something that you can always refer back to whenever you start to become demotivated, because that will be your underlying reason for why you're doing it. Most people who go into careers they're passionate about have an underlying reason why. If you want to be a graphic designer, you really enjoy creating things. If you want to be a YouTuber, you really enjoy engaging with an audience. If you want to be a manager, you really enjoy leading and developing other people. But without those whys, you get burnout. You start to hate what you do. People who are working in the electrician field that hate being an electrician but are paid really well whenever they started will end up despising their job and dreading the time they have to go into work. And then all of a sudden you're wasting a third of your life doing something you hate, another third of your life sleeping, and the last third of your life trying to recover from the depression of your regular job. And that's not a way to live. So let's wrap this up, because I'm getting a lot of people staring at me. If you have something that you are struggling to maintain any level of motivation for, you have to think critically about why you started to begin with, and you need to focus very hard on that why and push past all of the despair that you have, all of the demotivation that you have, and just do it. Because once you start doing it, it gets much easier. And uploading daily is going to be a lot easier for me than uploading 3 times a week, because I'm accountable for every single day of the week. I can't just take days off and I can't just skip a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and do not forget to keep it casual.